You wake up in a penthouse overlooking the city. Floor-to-ceiling windows, art worth millions on the walls. But you didn't buy this with a 9 to 5 job. You run one of the most powerful crime families in America. You control entire neighborhoods. Politicians answer your calls. Cops look the other way. And everyone knows your name, but nobody says it out loud. It's 6 a.m. Your bodyguard is already outside your bedroom door. He's been there all night. You never sleep without protection. In your world, enemies don't make appointments. They strike when you're vulnerable. You get dressed. A custom-tailored suit. Italian fabric, $3,000. You wear a gold Rolex, diamond cufflinks. Everything about your appearance sends a message. Power, wealth, respect. In your world, perception is everything. Your phone buzzes. Encrypted. It's your underboss. He tells you there's a problem. A crew from another family has been operating in your territory, selling drugs on your streets, taking your money. This is disrespect, and disrespect cannot stand. You look out the window at the city below. This is your kingdom. Every restaurant paying protection. Every construction site using your concrete company. Every union contract going through your people. You built this empire from nothing, and you'll protect it with everything you have. But there's a cost to this life. The FBI has a file on you 3 inches thick. 2 of your capos are facing federal indictments. Your cousin disappeared last month. You know he's dead, but you can't prove who did it. And every day, you wonder if today is the day someone puts a bullet in your head. This is your life now. You're a mafia boss, and your day is just beginning. Smash that like button and subscribe. You're about to see what it really takes to run a criminal empire. 7 a.m. You're in the back room of a social club in Little Italy. This is your headquarters. Officially, it's a private members club. In reality, it's where you run your operation. The room is soundproofed. No windows. Your guys sweep it for bugs every morning. Your crew is gathered. 10 men. These are your most trusted soldiers. Your underboss sits to your right. He's been with you for 20 years. You trust him with your life. You have to. In this business, betrayal is common. Loyalty is rare. Your consigliere sits to your left. Your advisor. He's the smart one. The strategist, former lawyer who got disbarred. Now he uses his brain for you. He's kept you out of prison more than once. Your capos report in. Each one runs a crew of soldiers. They control different rackets. Gambling, loan sharking, construction, waste management, labor unions. Each month, they kick up a percentage to you. Tribute. That's how the system works. One capo reports that collections are down in his territory. A business owner refused to pay protection. Said he'd go to the cops. You listen quietly. Everyone is watching you. How you respond matters. Show weakness, and others will try the same thing. Where is he now? You ask. The capo tells you. You nod slowly. Send 2 guys, not to hurt him, just to remind him how things work. Show him pictures of his family, his kids' school. Make sure he understands that cooperation is in everyone's best interest. You don't threaten explicitly. You imply. You suggest. That's how you've stayed out of prison. You never say anything directly. Your words are carefully chosen. Your lawyers have trained you well. 9 a.m. You're reviewing the books with your consigliere. Not the real books. Those are in code, kept in multiple locations, and destroyed regularly. These are the sanitized versions. Your legitimate businesses. You own restaurants, construction companies, waste disposal services, vending machine companies. All legitimate on paper. All used to launder money from your illegal operations. Cash from gambling flows through the restaurants. Drug money gets cleaned through construction contracts. Your accountant, a guy who knows not to ask questions, shows you the numbers. Your legitimate businesses made $2 million this year. Your illegal operations, 10 times that. But only the $2 million shows up on your tax returns. You pay your taxes on the clean money. The IRS can't touch you if you pay your taxes. You think about Al Capone, the most powerful gangster in America. The government couldn't get him for murder, bootlegging, or racketeering. They got him for tax evasion. You learned from his mistake. 10 a.m. Meeting with a union boss. He controls the longshoremen at the docks. Every shipping container that comes through the port, you get a piece. He kicks up $50,000 a month. In return, you make sure nobody challenges his leadership. You provide muscle when he needs it. He's nervous today. The feds are investigating the union. Grand jury subpoenas. He's worried he might have to testify. You lean back in your chair. You know what happens to rats, you say quietly. It's not a threat. It's a reminder. In your world, cooperation with law enforcement is a death sentence. 11 a.m. You meet with a corrupt city councilman. He votes the way you tell him to. In return, you make sure his campaign gets funded. You deliver voters in your neighborhoods. And you pay him directly. Cash in an envelope. 50,000 every few months. He wants to know if you can help with a problem. A reporter is investigating him. Writing a story about corruption. Can you make it go away? You smile. Of course you can. You know the editor of that newspaper. You know where the reporter lives. A phone call here, a conversation there. The story will die. This is power. Real power. Not the kind politicians have. They're elected. They can be voted out. Your power is permanent. It's based on fear and respect. And it works. 1 p.m. You're having lunch at your favorite restaurant. You own it, of course. The owner greets you like royalty. Your table is always ready. Your meal is always perfect. And you never pay. That's one of the perks. Your underboss joins you. His face is serious. The problem from this morning is bigger than you thought. The crew operating in your territory, they're connected to the Colombo family. Another one of the 5 families. This isn't just some independent guys. This is organized. You think carefully. Going to war with another family is expensive. People die. Heat comes down. Cops, FBI, everyone pays attention. And war is bad for business. Nobody makes money during a war. But letting them disrespect you, that's also expensive. Other families will see weakness. Your own guys will question your leadership. In your world, respect is currency. Without it, you're nothing. You decide on a middle path. You'll reach out to their boss. Sit down. Talk. Maybe there's been a misunderstanding. Maybe this can be resolved peacefully. But you'll prepare for war just in case. You tell your underboss to move weapons. Get guys ready. If talking doesn't work, you'll send a message they can't ignore. 3 p.m. You meet with the other boss at a neutral location. A restaurant neither of you owns. You both come with bodyguards, but they wait outside. Just the two of you at the table. He's old school. Been in the life for 40 years. You show respect. You speak carefully. You explain the situation. His guys are in your territory. This is a problem. He listens. Smokes a cigar. Then he explains his side. Turns out his guys didn't know it was your territory. They're new. Stupid. He apologizes. Offers to pull them out. Offers to give you a cut of what they made as compensation. You accept. Crisis averted. No bloodshed. Everyone saves face. This is how the smart bosses operate. Violence is a tool, but it's the last tool you use. Negotiation. Compromise. That's how you survive in this business. But not every problem can be solved with words. 6 p.m. You're back at the social club. Your consigliere has bad news. One of your soldiers has been talking to the FBI, wearing a wire. He's trying to flip, become a witness. Your blood runs cold. This is the worst betrayal. A rat. Someone you trusted. Someone you brought into your family. And now he's trying to send you to prison for life. You ask the obvious question. Are we sure? Your consigliere shows you proof. Photos of the guy meeting with FBI agents. Audio recordings. Your tech guy has connections in law enforcement. It's confirmed. There's only one response to betrayal. The guy has to go. Not just killed. He has to disappear. No body, no evidence. Your guys know what to do. They've done it before. You don't give the order explicitly. You never do. You just say, handle it. Everyone knows what that means. Tomorrow, that guy won't be a problem anymore. And everyone in your organization will get the message. Loyalty is everything. Betrayal means death. You don't feel good about it. Despite what movies show, killing isn't easy, even when necessary. But in your world, it's survival. You let one rat live, 10 more will think they can do the same. You have to be ruthless. It's not personal. It's business. 8 p.m. You're at home with your family. Your wife doesn't ask about your day. She learned long ago not to ask questions. Your kids think you're a successful businessman. They don't know the truth. You've kept them separate from the life. They go to private schools. They'll go to college. They'll have legitimate careers. You want better for them than you had. You grew up poor. Your father worked 3 jobs and still couldn't pay the bills. You got into the life because it was the only way out of poverty. Now you're rich. But the price has been high. Your best friend from childhood is dead, shot in a gang war 20 years ago. Your brother is doing 25 to life in federal prison. You've been shot twice. You have 3 separate cars because you never used the same vehicle twice in a row. You vary your routes. You trust no one completely. You think about the future. You're 53 years old. You've been in the life for 35 years. How much longer can you do this? Every year, the feds get smarter. RICO laws, wiretaps, surveillance, informants. They're building cases that take years. You know guys who were untouchable. Bosses who ran families for decades. They all fell eventually. Some died. Some went to prison. Some flipped and entered witness protection. There's no retirement plan in this business. No happy ending. But you can't just walk away. You know too much. You've done too much. And your enemies would see it as weakness. They'd come for you. Your only options are prison or death. Those are the two ways this ends. Still, you don't regret it. You've lived like a king. You've had power most men can only dream about. You've provided for your family, protected your neighborhood. Yes, you've broken laws. Yes, you've hurt people. But in your mind, you did what you had to do to survive. Tonight, you'll sleep in your penthouse. Tomorrow, you'll wake up and do it all again. Meeting with your crew, handling problems, making money, avoiding the police. This is your life. This is what it means to be a mafia boss. And despite everything, the danger, the betrayals, the constant threat of death or prison, part of you wouldn't trade it for anything. Because in this world, you're somebody. You have respect. You have power. And that's worth dying for. This is the life few ever see from the inside. See you in the next one.